Don't Let My Son Dress Up as a Girl, An Ethical Dilemma, from the book Equity and Diversity. You know the importance of dramatic play in early childhood and all the benefits children get from it. At the end of the day, when a dad comes to pick up his child, he sees his boy in a princess dress. He is upset at the sight and tells the child to take the dress off immediately, then turns to the teacher and demands that his boy not play in this area. What would you do? Before going any further, I want you to pause this and think about how you would respond, what emotions will be brought up, and what would you do long term? How will your relationship be impacted by this interaction? In the field of early childhood, it is very likely that you will encounter such a situation. It will challenge you both morally and ethically. But thankfully we have the Naci Code of Ethic Conduct, which can help you identify your responsibilities and guide your decision making when you encounter predicaments that involve ethics, such as considerations of right and wrong, rights and responsibilities, conflicting priorities, or human welfare. These ethical issues are apt to surface as you interact with children, families, colleagues, and community members. This situation in which the teacher must decide if she will agree to or respectfully refuse a parent's request, as also considering how her decision will impact the whole class as a whole. It also brings to light a parent's strongly held beliefs that need to be acknowledged and taken into consideration. So determine the nature of the problem. Analyze the ethical dilemma using the 5 steps. The first one is identify the conflicting responsibility. Dramatic play is worthwhile for children. We know that. So we're identifying that. The teacher must balance the benefits that Victor enjoys by taking part in dramatic play with the right of his father to make decisions about Victor's upbringing. The teacher realizes she has responsibilities to Victor's classmates. Her director and colleagues who feel strongly about the benefits of dramatic play and have made it a cornerstone or the center's curriculum. That is identifying the conflicting responsibilities. We know that there is a fundamental, developmentally appropriate purpose behind dramatic play. However, the father is not wanting his child to be part of that. Then step 2 is brainstorming it. Brainstorm solutions. So identify several ways to resolve this dilemma. If any of the resolutions are not good, then go back to the brainstorming again. As a teacher worked through these, she admits that neither of the alternatives honor her important responsibilities to Victor and his family, and the option would not be ethical. So she considers 2 additional alternatives. She can continue allowing Victor to play dress up, but redirect him away from girl clothing and toward other props, or she could continue to let Victor choose what and how he plays while Meredith works with his father to help him appreciate the benefits of pretend play. Step 3 is consider ethical finesse. The case is particularly good candidate for ethical finesse, a strategy for responding creatively to the ethical dilemmas that meet the needs of everyone involved. Meredith is hoping by sharing her professional knowledge about child development and the benefits of dramatic play with Victor's father, he might begin to think differently about the situation. She thinks it might help him to invite Leo to spend time in the classroom to see for himself that Victor enjoys a variety of activities and that when he does dress up, he tries a number of different roles besides princesses. She should also use the school's monthly newsletter to highlight the importance of dramatic play. Another way Meredith might finesse this issue is by making changes to the dress-up center by offering more gender-neutral choices, such as scarves and pieces of colorful fabric to inspire non-gender specific play, which, by the way, was mentioned in a previous presentation. Then 4, look for guidance in Naci code. The guidance from Naci is really our foundational piece. It's what makes us professionalized. It has professionalized our profession. So go back to Naci. They have experience. They are the ones that can guide us through these. Meredith does turn to the code's core values, ideals, and principles for guiding her on responsibilities to children and the importance of nurturing positive relationships with families. She looks over all of the different codes and finds the one that best fits the situation. Then step 5, decide on a justifiable course of action. Meredith decides that the best resolution to this dilemma would be to use ethical finesse to help Victor's family appreciate the value of dramatic play and assure him that this kind of play is not unusual or cause for concern. There are so many things that in many different directions that this can go. And by looking at these possible ways of looking at the conflict, by identifying the conflicting responsibilities and brainstorming possibilities and giving you a few options, do you follow ethical finesse? Do you look at the Naci Code of Ethics? How can you educate the families on it? How can you provide them maybe research that will help them better understand? Or do you change something in your classroom? Perhaps she could have gone with the gender-neutral clothing. So wrapping up this chapter, it's just one of those things that we will consistently run into is ethical dilemmas and challenges. Many child-rearing values are strongly rooted in families' cultural beliefs, and we need to respect that. Teachers must carefully balance their responsibilities to children and to families. The code reinforces the field's commitment to supporting strong ties between children and their families, respecting diversity, and listening to and learning from families. There is a growing awareness in early childhood programs today that there are many ways for children to express their gender preferences, and early childhood educators need to acquaint themselves with research on the potential impact of interfering with how children choose to explore and express their gender identity. Identifying resources that can help families and educators understand and respond to the issues surrounding children whose gender expression does not conform with the sex that they were assigned with at birth or their family's expectations. Consider their obligations to society at large and engage in advocacy to support the developmental needs of young children who are gender nonconforming. This will be an ongoing concern, ongoing dilemma that will be faced, not just on stereotypical gender roles, but there are several other issues that you will be faced. It's important to get to know the Naci Code of Ethics and really use that as your framework to help you make decisions as you go forward.